injury and is still dealing with the after effects of the trauma of that day. D.C. Metropolitan Police Officer Michael Fanone with us now. Mike, what do you think about this video? How does it feel to watch this? We see your badge being stolen, your radio stolen, like they're souvenirs or something.
I mean, I think I don't know, like sometimes I watch it, I get very emotional. Seeing it now, I mean, I guess I've seen it so many times that I've just kind of disconnected myself from from those moments.
We were talking about this in the commercial break. I asked you, is it hard for you to watch? Does it re-traumatize you? And you said that actually it was seeing the video from that kind of third-party perspective the first time that was really the thing that stunned you the most. And now you see things over and over, and it's sort of a different experience. It's not as bad as the first time that you saw it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the job of law enforcement. We encounter traumatic events on a daily basis. I've got 20 years of law enforcement, of compartmentalizing events. Maybe not this extreme, but definitely traumatic events, which prepared me. What's been most difficult for me is post January 6th, seeing people downplay or just lie about the events of that day, especially for political purposes or for their own personal gain.
Does that make it worse for you? I mean, you have some healing to do. We can see now from these videos, from the point of view of the police officers and from yourself, what you were dealing with. It's horrific. Does it make it harder to deal with when you have members of Congress just outright denying these experiences?
Oh, it does. I was talking to my doctor about it the other day, and I was asking him, am I re-traumatizing myself by continuing to speak out? And I mean, he kind of put the question to me that would you be more traumatized if you didn't speak out? So, yeah, I don't know.
What did you think? Would you be more traumatized if you were silent in the face of people denying the severity of what happened?
Yes. I mean, in a short answer, yes. I remember how outraged I was when I saw Representative Clyde and some of his coworkers or his colleagues make statements regarding January 6th as being an insignificant day. And then I also remember experiencing the pain of other police officers that were there who reached out to me, who were, saddened, infuriated, and just, besides themselves with disbelief.
There is this effort led by Democrats on the House side to have a select committee look into what happened on January 6th. And we've now learned that the House Minority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, who you've spent time talking with, he says that he does plan to name some Republicans, including some Trump loyalists, to that select committee. What is your reaction to that news, especially in light of the discussions that you've had with him?
I don't, I'm not surprised by that. It's unfortunate that, we couldn't have gotten the bipartisan commission to investigate. But, this is the vehicle that we have, and I think that we need to hold those responsible for the January 6th insurrection accountable. I mean, it's clear to me that, this violent political rhetoric, which continues to this day, unfortunately, and in my lifetime I've seen, it responsible for the attempted assassination of, a member of Congress, Steve Scalise. I saw police officers murdered by individuals inspired by angry political rhetoric. I've seen, members of the Asian American community, black and brown individuals, assaulted, murdered because of angry political rhetoric. And then I experienced firsthand an insurrection inspired by the head of our executive branch, the president at the time, Donald Trump, and his coworkers. I mean, it needs to stop.
You implored McCarthy to take an investigation, really a commission, which isn't going to happen, of what happened on January 6th seriously. What were your conversations with him like?
I mean, I felt like it was very non-committal. You know, I had specific requests. Again, I asked Kevin to denounce the 21 House Republicans that voted against the gold medal bill. I asked him to denounce Representative Clyde's diminutive statements regarding the January 6th insurrection and any other coworkers or colleagues of his who've made similar statements. I asked him to denounce the baseless theory that somehow the FBI was behind or inspired the January 6th insurrection, because that type of rhetoric is incredibly dangerous. And I also asked him to take the Select Committee seriously, because that is, you know, in my mind at this point, the only mechanism that we have for investigating the root causes of that day.
Will you testify? Is that something that you would welcome the opportunity to have?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What would you say?
I mean, I would tell the truth. Talk about my experiences that day, how brutal it was, you know, what I saw firsthand.
Do you think Republicans are interested in hearing that from you? Is that something that you were asked by McCarthy or by other Republicans you've been able to meet with?
I mean, unfortunately, there hasn't been a lot of outreach. You know, the Republicans that did reach out to me, coincidentally, were the Republicans that voted to impeach Donald Trump. I mean, it's unfortunate. I see a kind of an interesting narrative starting to come about from, you know, people on the right, is that you know, we support law enforcement, but we don't support those law enforcement officers because they're failures, and their actions that day were a disgrace. And that's been a hard pill to swallow. You know, again, you see individuals putting their own political careers ahead of truth.
We have some reporting from court documents that there has been an arrest of someone involved in a group that this person allegedly participated in the January 6th attack. They also have surveilled the Capitol since then. Are you worried that there could be another attack?
I think as long as, you know, our political leaders continue to perpetuate lies, lies that fueled the January 6th insurrection, and then lies regarding the January 6th insurrection, there's always that possibility.
Mike, I'm really sorry for, you know, what you're dealing with in the aftermath here. We are 6 months out. It kind of feels like it just happened yesterday, but we certainly appreciate your voice on this. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.